Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God
During this fourth and last Sunday of Advent, we are invited to consider the situation of a young, engaged, unmarried woman called Mary. Alone in her room, she was shocked and frightened when a messenger called Gabriel greeted her with the words that she was pleasing to God, and more, that she would bear a son.
She wondered at the angel's message and kept it to herself. She kept house for God as she welcomed the creator of earth and sea and sky as a newly created being, an embryo beginning to grow safe within the shelter of her body. She refused to be ashamed, but was filled with amazement. Her fear and concern remind me of all those other unmarried young women, forced into homes of punishment and shame, ultimately forced to give their children away. God must weep.
But Mary's situation was protected, not just by the nature of the son that she would carry, but also because local custom in her part of Israel allowed those who wished to conceive a child during their formal engagement to conclude the marriage later. No such saving grace was available to the Magdalens, even though in Jewish teaching, every woman who conceives has the same blessing as Mary, when the Ruach, the Holy Spirit, hovers over them as well.
Yet just as John danced in his mother's womb and his mother cried out with joy, so Mary began to sing in her heart. Her song was of liberation, about a world turned upside down, about the rich sent away with nothing and the poor filled with good things. Ever since, her story and her song may give hope to anyone who feels poor, rejected, or an outsider.
And now that we hover on the edge of the birth of the living God, who has turned our world upside down, let's remember with respect, love, and prayer all those women whose human rights were so wrongly handled, even while we give thanks for the Theotokos, the one woman chosen to carry the man God Jesus for us.